Where am I? I don't know. Guess Mario escape? Will Mario escape? Press up to interact. Oh, goodness. Alright, those are background objects. I want to interact with the map. Okay. Exits are north, south, and Edgar. Can I exit that way? Okay. Probably going to want to check out the map again later. There's a box. I can go in the box. There's a lock. Oh, boy! Alright, we got an escape room. Alright. A balloon. Can I scroll the screen? No. Alright, so far, this is of interest to me. I can't look at that. Can I look at the clock? I can go into the clock. The clock on the wall says something. Probably need to observe the clock. It is probably 6:45, so we'll try to remember that. I'm just going to keep going left until something happens. Okay, so I've wrapped around the world. Don't know what this means. It means I'm in this side of things? Let's try the door, see what happens. I need 4 sets of 3 keys, which may or may not be 4 keys, or may or may not be 12 keys. Okay. I'm probably gonna need to take notes is what I'm feeling. Can I go up? Does this take me? Alright. We're in a different place. With Legos. These seem like important signal, this being a Tetris piece and all. How do I get back down? Was this a mistake? I mean, am I even going up or did I go down? I don't know. I probably should have taken a picture of that map in retrospect. There's a key here. And lightning bolts. Wait, what were the blue things? Flowers are in blue. Okay, that's interesting signal. There's a bunch of red dots. And this red dot in the room. And what appears to be some sort of robotic DJ thing. It's kind of enumerating to myself what there is here. This does not feel... I mean, okay, well, we just need to count the dots, right? Probably. Because we had a colored thing we were looking for. So there's 3 mushrooms. There's 3 green. 3 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double check. It does appear to be 7. Blue. 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. Okay. And that yellow up there is disconcerting to me. Take a look at that on stream, see if it... No, it doesn't really look like that. Okay, so 3 green. Oh, wait. Did I miss one up there? Was it more than 3? No, it's 3 green. 7 blue. 5 red. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yellow. Okay. And 3 green. Alright, let's go try out the code then. Assuming this takes us back downstairs, which it does, and puts us right by the lock. Okay, that's fine. Now let's try. What? Oh, okay. I messed this up already. Let's try again. Alright, so this is red. I believe there to be 5 reds. Greens. There were 3 greens. There were 7 blues. 7 blues. And 4 yellows. I'm right. Okay, we successfully did something. I don't know what we've unlocked, but we've unlocked something. I got a star. I guess we'll check out over here, see if that changed. Oh, actually, this had stars on them, right? So this is 5 stars. Okay. If I go in here, has the state of the world changed? No, it hasn't. Okay, I'm gonna take a... I guess we'll start doing screenshots, because this seems like a sensible place to do this. Do the shutter, then screenshots for games that need them. Go over to QLDC and scroll down. I forgot that I had the Saturn in there. Alright, well, whatever. We have our map now that I can reference anytime. Alright, so what is this? Those two things look the same. Can I go into these? It's not an accessible area. Clock, however, is, but the clock doesn't have anything I can really do, but we'll take a screenshot of the clock. Because it seems wise to take a screenshot of the clock. Because it points to Mario's head. You know, the funny thing is, I picked QLDC because I didn't want to do any more puzzles today. And here we are. Okay, and then this room, we have a bunch of blocks, and Mario is fat. Or at least bloated. Intriguing. Not... Sorry. And this is still unlocked for us? It is, but we no longer have... We got the thing, but clearly it's unlocked now. I just don't know what it locked. What is the utility of the star? Okay, well, let's go upstairs and see if anything's changed there. Like, Can I go into this? This is up to interact. I wonder if there's just any place I can interact. It's like, there was nothing here, really. Maybe that map is saying more than I think it's saying. Maybe there's something very important the map was telling me. I'm just not sure what this is. Like, so far, we found one useful piece of signal and used it. That's it. Oh, I can go in here. There's a star locked behind here, but it's locked with skinny keys. Can I go in here? No, what is this? Okay. Can't interact with the lamp. Can't interact with that. This looks like a trick. Wait, there's a question mark. There's punctuation in these windows. There's 3 dots and a question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 things, and... Okay, this... maybe we don't use the same signal in this room. But the fact that there's these dots in these windows is really interesting. But I don't know if I've seen this grid yet, right? It's 3 by 5. 5 by 3, really. Depends upon which direction you do your iteration, I suppose. Okay. And then we have this Tetris piece. I think that's important. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this Tetris piece, not with Mario in front of it, because otherwise that's silly. Are these made of the same tiles as these over here? Yes. It's highlighting some of the ones that are probably in the next room, right? 1, 2. They're all at slightly different heights. That seems important. These ones are on the ground. And this one's here. I would have loved there to be more than one track in this game. And then there's this wire. Oh-ho! We found something. What have I found? Let's try that again. Can I enter any of the other ones? No, just the one with the wire. And it's for compatriot. Is this consistent? It does look like it's falling in consistent ways. What does this mean? I'll take a screenshot. Because, like, there's one extra well to the left, so if we're doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't love that. Wait, is it consistent? If I despawn one, it seems like it may actually go somewhere else. Alright, so we look at this. If I stay kind of in the middle... No, it's not consistent. It's not consistent at all. What am I trying to accomplish here? Not the grid. Clearly, there's something that's happening here that's not like signal. If I stand still, is it consistent? If I stand still, it's different. I guess we can work with that. Let's take another screenshot of the different one, but it's not all that different. No, it's not all that different. It does appear these are the only spots they can fall in. So that's interesting. Not sure what to do with that information yet. Once again, Automod wins. Eat it, spammer. Alright, let's just try entering... Alright, we can enter the lock here, but we don't want to go in there, I don't think. This doesn't map cleanly to that. I feel like one of these must be an entrance. You know what? Yeah, okay. Odd man out. I collected a key. Okay. Can I use that key here? I can. I have another coin. Okay. That's 2 out of 5. Look at the map again. There's 5 stars, so they're Yoshi coins. We know that much. How does this work? Like, what is this map trying to show me? Let's go look at the map. Like, I don't quite get the orientation of the map, I think. I guess it's saying there's 2 stars downstairs, 3 stars upstairs. We found 1 star location downstairs and 1 upstairs. I'm not sure what other utilities has. I guess this would be the one on the ground. There must be one that's slightly up. I guess I'll poke around. Odd man out seems to be a very useful line of thought in this area. These are also the same kind of bricks as those ones from upstairs. There was one that was different. Was it at this height? Yeah, it was that one. Enter a password. Okay, that's where our bricks come in. Or that's where our stones come in. Okay, I think it was that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then skip 1 and hit the last 2. I was right. 3 stars. So good. Alright, so there's no more stars downstairs. That doesn't mean there isn't signal downstairs. It just means there's no more stars downstairs. Why is there a balloon? Oh, I guess also the, like, wire should have been a hint. The wire seems to be a hint to which doors are openable, which I just didn't notice previously. And then we have the clock over there, as well as these weird elevator-looking things. I feel like this is important signal, but I yet to find a place to use it. But presumably the 2 remaining things are upstairs. So let's poke around there more. I think... No, that's not where that was in real space. Looking at the map again, I do think it's showing something about the heights of where the things are. Right, okay. So let's look over here. I think it's telling me this one could be one. Like relative positions in the rooms. No, not that. Wait. Well, that grass is odd. Alex is odd. Oh, that must mean he's in an even bed. The windows are bugging me. I feel like it's important, but I can't, for the life of me, figure out why. Okay, and this one doesn't smoothly match any of the ones that I can see. This one's up in the air and not like hugging a wall. So maybe I'm misunderstanding how this map, what this map is supposed to be teaching me. But I'm fairly certain the colors scheme makes sense, because the top part is this light gray and the bottom part is this like rose quartz. And that does follow through into the map part. So that is, I'm still pretty sure telling me that I need to be looking upstairs for the remaining items. But I need to find their, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I need to figure out where their interaction points are. My kingdom for the tab button. This weird thing to put here. It has to be relevant, but I'm not sure how. Okay, I don't see any wires in this room, which are usually a useful indication. Hop on top of these, can I? Like, I feel like whoever made this didn't want to include a bunch of wacky ASM, and so this looks like it's mostly kind of vanilla-ish stuff. Been in here, because that was odd out. We have the periods and windows. Well, I'm thinking, what could this be? I do feel like these are supposed to be doors. It reminds me a bit of there's a section of Fez that has something similar going on here. Is this another puzzle? It absolutely is. How you doing, Short Fused? I wasn't expecting another puzzle level in the QLDC set, but here we are. I'm trying to figure out what this means. What's up, Matt? So we have the periods at 3-ish different heights. The periods are 3 different heights. No, and then the question mark is here. Just finished Seek the Discrepancy. Oh, nice. Congrats. I still haven't... have I played Seek the Discrepancy? I actually don't think I have played Seek the Discrepancy. I've played its much older, meaner cousin, the tower one that makes... Now, you're doing the cryptic part? There was a cryptic in there? You don't mean newspaper cryptic, do you? Or do you mean a part that's just more obscure? Because I wouldn't put it past Fire and Company. What am I looking for? Like, this is... I'm out of surface area. It's bugging me. Like, literally all I have now to go off of... I don't have any, like, keys or locks anymore. Like, this exists. But, like... it doesn't map to anything. We have these portraits, which I'm certain are relevant, but I'm not sure how. I'm also not sure what the little green glyph at the bottom is. Maybe it's a mushroom? And then there's the bulbous Mario in this room, which has to be Huh. Okay, actually interesting thing. There are more portraits than I thought. Oh, hey. Oh, that's just showing you to press up. I was like, what is this weird thing on the side here? Alright, so there's one picture of P-Balloon Mario. And then here, there's 2 pictures of a door. And then we have 3 pictures of a Torpedo Ted launcher. And that's it. But it feels like important signal. I just don't know how to apply it. Maybe there's something more in one of these areas I've already been to? No. Don't know what to do here. If I were Puzzle, where would I hide? Like, I'm certain there's got to be, like, a you need to go through this in this specific order thing going on here. But I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. And then there's this. I still don't know what the deal with these pips are. Oh? That's weird. Do the other ones have that property? These other ones aren't solid. Oh, I see. There's a solid object behind it. And then it just drops you in. Weird. Reminds me of Alley Cat, an old DOS game. I think there's got to be something with this odd man out in the middle here. This was the room that gave you the... Oh, it just gave you a key, right? That was easy. Where is something? Like, I don't really want to wander around just randomly pressing up. But, like, I'm not seeing any surface area. Like, the painting thing is interesting, but not something I can really do anything about. Like, I haven't found a place to input paintings. I found the clock. That's all I found. We have 3 out of 5-ish. We know there's another star somewhere because the map tells us. Oh, this is telling me something interesting that I didn't realize, is that these are solid and those are not. Not that it matters terribly, but... Look at the map again. Not really sure how to interpret this. In terms of, like, where they are, things are relative to each other. I'm not sure the map is as useful as I think it might be. Okay, what if... There's a way to get off the screen somewhere unexpectedly. There isn't. Here. Can't pick up these blocks. They have no interaction surface. If we go back in here, we can enter the code again just for the fun of it. Oh, we can't enter the code again for the fun of it. I see how that worked. Interesting. Yeah, that was not helpful. Reiterating what we just did. Yeah, I'm at a loss at this point. This seems relevant. It does make me wonder if, like, maybe I need to jump a little bit higher, because gray stuff... And also this hole here bugs me. Like, it really bugs me. I guess it doesn't bug me that much because I kind of see it attached, but there's like, why is there a hole here? Why is that only 3 pips on? I feel there's got to be more signal that I'm just not seeing. This is the only, like, this and the clock are the only things I haven't used yet. In order to do anything, it seems I need to go to another plane. Like, I know this one. I just need to figure out where I could use it. And then there's the holes. I feel like this also has to be part of a puzzle, but I can't see how. I'm only missing... Well, okay. So I'm missing exactly 2 of the dragon coins. I assume the way this works is that thing is a dragon coin gate downstairs, which is a mechanic you can use, but people don't often use it. And what I need to do here is acquire the last 2 dragon coins. The information I have is that there are paint portraits of 3 different things in 3 different amounts. And there are some holes. I don't really see anything that resembles this. Like, I feel like I'd find a mirror of this somewhere. Not like a literal mirror, but like some similar structure. And then there's this room, which I've pretty thoroughly checked all of the spots. Maybe I missed something in here? Nope. Don't see what use the map is. I really don't. I mean, I figured out that downstairs is one area, but like, how do the stars map to locations relative is not an easy question for me to answer. Oh, actually, well, maybe. Okay. I think I understand. Maybe I think I understand. Because, like, it goes clockwise to the right. So, like, what this is telling me is that this, and if we kind of separate it out into 4 quadrants-ish, I think it kind of makes sense. Okay. So then the other side, it's the wall it's touching is where there's something. There's something where the star is, okay? So if I go to the right, I won't find a room with a star in it, but I will find the exit to the upper half. And then the bottom room has a star, which makes sense because we found a star there. So we go right once. That takes us to the room with the exit. There's no stars here. This room had a star here. And this room had a star here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Things are beginning to make sense. All right, so what we also can deduce from this is the room that we enter through has a star, and the 2 counterclockwise also have them, which means that the one that is clockwise from it won't. So this has a star in it somewhere. If I go in here, it's a room that doesn't have a star. No, wait, I went counterclockwise. Did I go counterclockwise? No, going red's clockwise. So this would have taken me upward. What's this look like again? Crap. Yeah, I went clockwise to get to that room. Oh, now I'm confused. Actually, well, this room didn't have a star in it. No, it had the key. Okay. So this room doesn't have a star in it. But this room does, which we know. Oh, wait. No, it's not the room that connects. Okay, this is the room that connects. Okay, cool. So then if I go to the next room, there's no star in this room, is what this is telling me. Because that goes clockwise from here. There's no star in this room. Oh, there is a star in this room. Alright, I have no freaking idea then. No, wait, there wasn't a star in this room. We had this clue in this room. There was not a star. Okay. How's up, Coded? How you doing? Majora's Mask. You know, I still never played any of the 3D Zeldas. I'll take your word for it. There is a star in this room, I think is what it's telling me. And then this room has a star. Okay, I think that's how this works. But this one does not. I just need to figure out what the last bits of signal I have are. And how they make sense. Then there's this portrait. What is this portrait telling me? What is that thing? While considering it's worth, while they haven't, was considering at least once, Majora's Mask, like, for enough time worth it. It's one of those things. I never really played Zelda much as a kid, and so it just didn't come up. That's really it. What is this object? I feel like that has to be a hint. Also, this pipe. This pipe is interesting to me. I haven't considered the pipes. The pipes are doing something interesting. Let's look at the pipes. That pipe doesn't go anywhere. This pipe goes down. You gotta see it has another shackle to it. Are there other pipes on this floor? No. There are not. There's pipes in this room. There's this pipe that goes that way, and this pipe that goes this way and that way. And then there are no more pipes. Are the pipes also signal? Alright, how do I do something? Can I manipulate these? There's nowhere to stand on the clock. Yeah, if that's a semi-solid, I need a much better jump to get up there than I'm getting. I also didn't really play much in the way of 64. I had a friend who had one, and played Mario Kart and GoldenEye at his house, and that was about my childhood N64 experience. Until much later in life when I emulated Mario 64 and played it on a PlayStation controller. What of the little fire flowers that are adjacent to the one with the different height platforms? Fire flowers. I think the red ones? I already used that. Those were the combo for the lock downstairs, I think is what you're asking. You have these fire flowers, which are blue, and then we had these red dots. Is that what you're talking about? I feel like this is also signal somehow. The number of boxes at different heights. The blue ones? Yeah, I already used the blue ones. Yeah, this was the combo for the lock downstairs. So you go through here, here's a lock, and you enter in the code. Which we are not allowed to do anymore. So I've got this thing 3/5 solved, I think. Been in that room. Like, I expect to see a parallel construction somewhere for that other thing. With the door, with the... Yeah, I don't know. There's not much in the way of signal to work off of at this point. There's the clock, there's the paintings, and then there's this thing. I feel like there must be a trick in this room. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the trick is in anywhere. Then this one weirds me out because there's 5. Well, actually, what if we ignore that? Okay. Go here. Go here. Go here. Go here. Like, this could kind of map to the things directly adjacent to them instead of them being further away, right? So if we were like there, there, there. And here, and here. I mean, dot, 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 question mark. Are the dots different? No, I do not believe they are different dots. What would I use to disambiguate these? If we did it by height, maybe? Like here, well then... Like, the structure is very similar to the other one. Like, basically we ignore the middle one here and treat these as equivalents to these. But what does treating as equivalent mean for the purposes of what we're doing? I would have loved a track that was more than 4 seconds long, it feels. We also haven't done anything with these boxes, have we? They're just kind of there. Tried entering these. There is so little here to go off of. But we've also found the key in this room, so it's not a great use of our star in this room. This room, we found a code, but we haven't found anything else. It does look like a big key, though. That's kind of cool. But yeah, anytime there's like a sub-area, there's been a wire showing you the sub-area, and I can't find any now. This pipe still is bugging me. It makes me wonder if that is signal. There's enough like things that are weird that could be signal, but I don't have any good notion. Also, feel free to throw out suggestions if you don't actually know the answers. Because I am at a point where I'm basically just circling, hoping that something will bite me. No, my dad's gonna bite me. Okay, I'm not sure what I expected to happen there. I also think I undid a bunch of work I just did in retrospect. Well, I undid some of the work I did, at least. That was foolish of me. It was this one, this one, this one, and then these two. Maybe I was wrong about that. It was this one. These two, and these two? I might have an off by one somewhere. I definitely have an off by one. I could actually brute force that if I wanted to, but no, okay. It was this one. Oh, I need to skip 2. That's what I'm doing wrong. Skip 2. these two. There we go. Yeah, for some reason I thought starting and selecting might do something interesting, and it didn't. But whatever, we get to see all of the things I've already done. I don't get to keep my momentum, but you know. Like, this was the easiest of the puzzles, and it bugs me just how easy this one was. Because, like, there's a big obvious keyhole here. And then you kind of just get the key. Like, I don't get it. I feel the other ones were much more obvious. Okay. What am I missing? This room has some weird secrets. I can't identify this object in the painting. It's like a robot holding a tray. Maybe? Trebi? Trebion? I have no idea. Okay. Still a room that has pipes. What's up, Harold and Salty? How you doing? Did I do this? Yes. This particular thing gave me the puzzle, gave me the key to the room with the shell, disco shell. Basically, rocks will fall at 5 positions. I think I despawned the other one. There you go. And that shows you the answer to that area. Doing well? Nice. We're presently 3/5 of the way through this puzzle room, and I'm running out of ideas about what's signal, and I'm desperately looking for something to do. I'm coming up a bit short. The only useful signal I found for the time being is this. There's dots and question marks in these windows, but I don't know how this relates. There's also a clock downstairs that's set to a specific time, and this block, which is an odd man out. That's all I got there. Is the setup the same in the room like this downstairs? I don't think it is. This room, they're set up differently, and at 4 distinct, obvious heights. But I can't really do anything with that. Okay, why not? It said middle. So, middle. Let me re-enter the room just in case it matters. Top. Middle. Top. I mean, I'm not even sure what try as a verb means for what we're doing here, right? Like, this seems to be a very vanilla hack in the sense that there's not a lot of ASM going on, as far as I can tell. Go 1 room to the left. From the columns room? Okay. You gotta remember there's latency here. I might wander off. What are these stars? The stars. Those were used as part of the key combo for the lock object already. No, they're signal, but their signal I've already used. Like, the way it worked is coming up here, you went to all of the rooms and counted all of the colored objects. So there were 3 blue circles. Mushrooms here, or green mushrooms. They can be for things, I suppose, but I don't suspect they are. Like, everything about this level indicates the person is a escape room aficionado, or at least likes them. And typically in escape rooms, once you've used an object, you're done with it. There's a yellow thing there. I did notice that. It's actually a door. So, then there was a key here that I used to get the star 2 rooms to the right. A room to the right? 2 rooms to the right. 1 room to the right. So yeah, coming here, there was a lock here. Locking off the star. And now that's done. Like, what I'm really hoping to find is another effing door. Like, I feel like there's got to be a door somewhere. And we have a map that seems to indicate where some stars will be. But it requires thinking a bit weirdly about how it fits together. Based upon downstairs, my current working theory is we found all the stars downstairs. And that we are presently in the room with the exit. So if you think about it as a clock. We're currently at 12 o'clock on the left side. Go to the room over there, there's the portal upstairs. That does not connect to the portal room upstairs, though. You have to go a couple around for that. But then you go around, and then there's a room with a star, and then another room with a star. So I think the clockwise motion explains it, as long as you orient yourself correctly. But what that means is, from the room with the door has a star, and I think I've acquired that one. And then if we go 2 rooms hence, clockwise, we'll find another one. So those 2 rooms have stars, but the one in the middle does not. So, if we do this, this is not the room with the portal. This is not the room with the portal. This is the room with the portal. So the room with the portal has it, but if we go counterclockwise, this room doesn't have a star in it. Is what... No, wait, no. Clockwise, sorry, we go the other end. That room has a star. This room does not. This did have the lock, though. The key for the other lock. Or so is my theory. The other useful bits of signal I have that I can't prove are useful are there are 3 sets of portraits in different amounts of the same object downstairs and up here. We have our 3 torpedo Teds here. None of the not locked yellow glass ones? I do not believe so, but I'm happy to try again. It would be a bit weird for them to be, unless those were providing more signal, though, based upon the map and my understanding of it. But also, my understanding could be poor. Nope. I also checked the light posts. But I think they're just mirroring the light posts downstairs. Yeah, the other 2 things, the portraits, as demonstrated. We won't see the Fat Mario one, but we will see the 2... what look like elevators. I'm not sure these are signal either. But the fact that there's 3 of them is interesting. And then this clock gives us a time, which is fascinating. What if I'm not looking for a door? What if I'm looking for a pipe? 6:45, yep. No, it's been 6:45 the entire time. What about the floor in the clock room? That's not a bad idea. Let's try that. Once I find my way back to the clock room. It is a bit annoying that it doesn't drop you off in the portal room, but I guess it makes sense if you think about it as walking across the room. Maybe. Nope. Also, none of the clock is touchable. Oh, you meant the one before it. Okay. Now that's... I mean, assuming this is vanilla, that would not work well here because there's already an exit. This room must be bigger than it looks in terms of how it's designed. That's the only way that makes sense. May as well try really quick to see if any of these do anything. I feel like I'm missing a room. Like, I'm missing 2 rooms. Like, I have signal to solve puzzles, but I don't have the puzzles. See how the floor is different in 2 spots? Wait, where? In the clock room? Why take the long way around? In the pre-clock room. There's different tiles? Floor is different in 2 spots. The pictures are showing a shroom under a thin platform. You are right. Maybe that's... I mean, I think we see this structure in another part of the room. Like, we see it here. One here. This is completely solid, though. I'm not against it. It's just, it might be a case of finding the right spot for it to be signal. But I feel there's got to be a pipe object around here somewhere. But yeah, I think that's just the way this room is built. Is that they're all kind of mirrored in this structure. But it's an interesting observation about the portraits here. But, like, I don't have any idea what to do with this, the information we have. This might be a case where I only get 1 level done. Mario's gonna butt slide. Where Mario attempts to solve the puzzle via butt sliding. What's up, sir? How you doing? Doing pretty good. Confused, but it's an escape room, so it's to be expected there to be some confusion. Woo! And I've gotten most of my C3 thing done. I still have to write the thread and finish up the YouTube stuff on the YouTube video. But the video's done, it just took me forever. You know, I didn't think up pipe anywhere. Any place I can actually touch the ceiling, I should try for up pipe. Got to work yesterday and clocked your timesheet in. It was a different location when you left it yesterday. It said you clocked and worked for 10 extra hours. You had to clock it again. That sounds bad. Or good, depending upon certain things. I'm gonna try everything. I can't get to the ceiling anywhere here. This portrait also bugs me. I feel like there's got to be signal in it. But it could just be like a reference to someone's like original character that I shouldn't steal. I want to see about like trying to... Oh, wait. Okay. I don't think there's any up pipes. Can't even tell. I can't tell either. I've been staring at it, wondering what the heck it is. No dice. Okay, at this point, I'm a bit of, not quite at my wit's end, but I don't know what to do. Like, this is curious, because it's also the green mushroom icon, right? Wait, it's the green mushroom icon. Alright, well, let's see if we can find that. I didn't think about that. Mushrooms are green. Like a something above, or right below. It was above. So, like, here? Toshi editor, he said thanks for letting him know, and whoever used your timesheet to clock in will have less pay next fortnight because the hours they worked on were obviously not in their timesheet. Oof. Well, that sucks to be. It definitely sucks to be him. Yeah, that's the same. I'm. Okay, wait. I want to go back. I want to go back to the blue room. Yeah, it's like showing me there's a portal above the mushroom. That's clearly the same mushroom. Though that's also clearly signal. I just don't know how to interpret it or use it. Okay, I want to look at that again. Because yeah, that's the same friggin' shroom, right? That clearly looks like a door that's on a thin platform. Like, that looks really interesting. Probably try walking under it, the mushroom. Where am I? Not there. Okay. So we have our mushrooms here. Like, if there was a door anywhere here, I probably would have found it by accident by now. But, like, it's clearly the same green mushroom. The only one where there's, like, a platform over it is this one. But, like, it's not real. Would suck to be him. Don't know who it was. You're hoping it means you get paid for the 10 extra hours you didn't work. So they didn't do 10 hours. And they don't just take 10. They probably will. Only pay for the hours you work. Which they probably will do, yeah. Must be under mushroom level question. Mushroom 2, so walk on 1. I don't think I understand. I don't think I understand what you're trying to convey here. Under mushroom level. Like, none of them look right for that. Purchase a mushroom under a platform. What if you walk left to right, standing at the level with the mushroom? What's 10 times? $310, $311.90. Call it $312. You just shift in a 0. Multiplying by 10 is one of the easiest of operations in base 10. It's like multiplying by 2 in base 2. You shift everything over by 1. Nothing to sneeze about there. I think I would like your theory more if they were more, like, set closer to the windows. But I see what you're saying. The thing is that vanilla mechanic to do that was already used in the lock room, where it used the, well, this is not, there's no guarantee it's a vanilla mechanic, I suppose. Oh, it may have been. What's up, Kraron? How you doing? I am doing confused. Were the red ones also mushrooms? I wanted to check something real quick, because we have stars, mushrooms. Yeah, the red one is also mushroom. There's a red mushroom there. It's not real. See you in 2 weeks? That sounds right. They agree. What do they agree about? I guess, yeah, you're right. There are 3 heights, because they're in between them. Okay, I see what you're saying. Payday was today, and pay is every fortnight. Oh, nice. That sounds right. Most places work on like a 2-week kind of thing. I haven't fought a windmill in a fortnight. I used to not fight windmills every fortnight. I still do, but I used to too. Look, I'm being dense. Okay. Maybe just ignore the question mark? I like what you're thinking. That it's you need to go through the gates in a specific order. But, like, you're given heights by the periods as well. And I feel like I'm being dense. And there's still at least one other puzzle to solve after whatever this is. Trying to land on the lower platform. Under the mushroom. Under the under the mushroom? Wasn't it the door over the mushroom? Got 1800 and change. Nice. Yeah, let's look at the pictures again. Like, that really seems to indicate that there exists someplace. I would say that those tiles don't look entirely like the ones down there, but oh, I see what you're saying. It's upside down. I think. Like, those tiles are upside down versions. Yeah, okay. That's the thing that I wasn't quite understanding, is that was an upside down version of this tile. Okay, that was the part that was confusing me. So it's underneath that, somehow. Mushroom. I mean, this would be the place. There's also multiple mushrooms. It's weird who made this. I don't know yet. I know it's not Fire. Or, Abdu. So I'm pretty sure Fire and Abdu worked together on their submission. But someone else who's a puzzle appreciator, which I love. I just didn't expect to have to solve puzzles right now. I was so busy doing things today. Okay, I don't know what to do. Like, we have a few pieces of signal. The portrait, the P-Balloon Mario, and the 3 death things. We have this question mark here, along with the dots. Like, I kind of feel like the mushroom would be upside down if that was going to be the case, though. And these aren't. Like, mirroring a tile in Mario World is easy. I mean, in an SNES is easy, I mean. Because, like, mirroring a tile to be upside down is trivial, because you just draw it the opposite way. You start at the bottom and go to the top. But these mushrooms are still upward, right? Like, it makes me wonder if there's, like, a hidden platform I just wasn't seeing. I mean, obviously I wouldn't see it, but you know what I mean. And I still don't know what to make of the clock. Like, this clock has been completely useless to me. Like, I don't know what to do with this clock. So we get 7 tomorrow. It's the weekend. I'll leave by 1 to 3. Nice. Like, what bugs me is I'm pretty sure the things I need are upstairs. I just can't find how to get into them upstairs. Right? I think what this map is telling me is that the lower 2... There's 2 stars on the bottom floor. 1 star at the top. Alright. Is there a picture there? I don't think your upload worked. Try, like... Must be a trick with this. I can't .png it. GIF? Is there something here? Download? Image your album. .zip. 22 bytes. I'm not sure your upload worked. Map. Map man. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm game. Alright. Bottom, top, bottom, top. Alright, the other... Or we should try it the other way. Bottom, top, bottom, bottom. The top one at the top right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I'm debating just, like, taking a break on this because I was not expecting to need to brain tonight. And then coming back with a fresh brain later. Knowing what I know. And trying again. I don't know if it's just me being dumb or if there's something... There's just something bit of signal I'm overlooking. Like, the other ones were less opaque. Like, when there was an area to enter, there was a pretty obvious odd man out kind of thing going on. And now I don't have anything. I don't like leaving things undone, but I think this one might need a short break on. Like I said, I didn't expect to be brain grinding as opposed to simply grinding. Yeah, let's go to the map. Oh. Yeah, we will come back to you, Mario Escape. We are definitely coming back to you. Alright, let's resume this. We didn't actually take that long off of it, but here's how I understand it. There exists a map. This shows you what's upstairs and downstairs. Now we're going to see if I remember the lock combination. Alright. Then there's a lock. I figured out the lock pretty quick. Blue things. There were 7? No, not blue things, red things. There were 5 red things. There were 3 green things. There were 7 blue things. And then there were 4 yellows. I got it! Holy cow! So I got this part. And then this part right here, the wire showed me where to go. It was this, skip 2, this 2, skip 1, this 2. You just set up the combo. Yeah, combination was easy. This was also easy. I found the door fairly early on. Did that. And then we go upstairs to do the other one, which was completely trivial. So there's that door that gives us the combination. There's the lock, which I want to go into. And then there's this lock. This here, I got the key. And then we run back to the lock room. And we grab this. And that's where I got stuck. So my theories about what was important, may as well give these quickly. Where's the clock? There's the clock. Once we get to the clock room. And then there's some portraits. The portraits. Go back to the pillar room? Okay, I will go back to the pillar room. But my theory was something about the pillars here and the mushrooms in position to a door. Like, I felt this was a hint. With the golden grass. Alright, cool. That was the one I was trying to figure. I really should figure out faster routes here. There's a question mark in the background. Yes, I found the question mark as well as the periods. And then I couldn't figure out what to do with them. I felt it was telling me to do something with this stuff. I tried entering it as a door, it was a pipe. I tried finding another structure that looks kind of like this, which I couldn't. And yeah, I ran around for a while trying to enter everything as if it was a pipe. Or door. What? Oh, I just didn't approach it from the right direction. Oh, minutes minus... Okay, that makes sense. I'm actually annoyed there. I need to be further to the left for that door. Seriously? So the question mark part, I just wasn't aligned right. All right, anyway, this is what the clock is for. It was minutes minus hours. It was 6 o'clock. What was it? It was 6 o'clock on there. 6:45. 6:45. Yes, 6:45. So 45 minus 6 puts us at 39. And that answered that question and created a corrupted background tile. I'm gonna guess I can't go up to any of these other ones. We're gonna try one anyway. Those are fake coins. Fake news. Alright, yeah, that question mark thing threw me for a loop. I think I tried everywhere except, like, right in the... I think I probably, like, did this. I feel kind of dumb there, but that's okay. I can live with myself. The only other bit of signal that I have is, like, there is probably another... Was it this room? The slide puzzle. There was a slide puzzle? No, I did not do the slide puzzle. I couldn't find the slide puzzle. Next room to the right. Okay. I tried to go in this door. Oh, for Pete's sake, I got between the doors. Okay, yeah, that's what I messed up on. Alright, and I know what I'm looking for here. Kind of. Actually, any... There really isn't anything you can do here except... obvious. And do that. Yeah, that was easy. Alright. Nope, I was just dumb and apparently couldn't enter these things as doors. Alright. Sucks to be me. I tried. I feel so stupid there. Alright. Well, I got all of those open, so we'll go see about... I really should take the fast one. Now I can leave. If that was really it, I'm just... It's got me feeling dumb. There was so much surface area that I was staring at, like the periods and like the friggin'... Like, I spent so much time thinking about this mushroom, but apparently this is just hinting you to go into the mushroom room. There is a door there, as opposed to being a relationship to a mushroom. Dear Lord. Is that it? Is that really it? I suck at opening doors. That's it. That's all there is to it. Damn. I massively overthought that. Wasn't the first time, won't be the last. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Flash escape rooms. Like, I think it was a fine escape room thing, just the door finickiness. I tried to enter in a couple places that didn't make sense, and then, like, there was an awful lot of spots where I thought there was more to it. Like, I really legitimately, like, there were the portraits, there were 3 of them, there was the clock, I mean, the clock did come in, but, like, this portrait here, I think is an oblique hint. But is it oblique hint? I don't think it is. And then, like, I really wanted the locations, like, this felt like signal, the heights of these 4 things, like, being at slightly different heights, that felt important. And then, of course, these yellow blocks, which didn't serve any purpose whatsoever. And then finally, this. Like, I felt like there had to be something to do with the scaffolding here. Like, the scaffolding had to be important. There had to be a route through here. There had to be something. And there wasn't. But yeah, I'm bad at opening doors. That's really the long and short of it.